Okay, we're going to get started right in child's pose, coming onto your hands and knees, bringing your knees wide, bring them to the outer edges of your mat. Maybe those two big toes touch, maybe not. Just sitting back towards your heels, walking your hands out towards the top of your mat. Maybe your forehead, forearms come down. Maybe not, that's okay. If you have your block, you can rest your forehead on your block too. And just letting the belly rest between the legs. And connecting to your breath. The inhales and exhales out of your nose. And if that's uncomfortable, you can breathe out of the mouth. Breathing through the nose is going to keep the breath inside of the body, starting to warm up your muscles. Breathing through the mouth is going to cool the body to release that heat. So finding a deep inhale, holding it at the top, and then just slowly exhale. And it's okay to make some noise with your breath. Finding an inhale, hold it at the top, and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll do 2 more. Take an inhale, hold it. This time, I want you to sip in a little bit more air at the top. Fill up the belly, fill up the lungs, hold it. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, take an inhale, hold it, taking in more air, fill up the belly, fill up the lungs. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly start to rock your head from left to right, right to left, massaging your forehead, rolling your head temple to temple. And coming back to center, walking both of your hands towards the right side of your mat. Think of making that letter C with your upper body. Maybe the chest rests over that right thigh. Maybe that left hand's grabbing your right wrist. Feeling this along that left side body. Breathing into the left side, take an inhale. Stay here as you exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk the hands back to center. We're switching sides. Walk both of your hands towards the left side of your mat. Maybe the chest is over the thigh. Maybe that right hand's grabbing the left wrist. Making sure to keep both your glutes down. We're breathing into the right ribs, trying to create space in between them. Take an inhale. Stay here as you exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk the hands back to center. Maybe walk the hands out a little bit further. Really pressing that tailbone down. This is child's pose. This is your resting pose. If you need to take a break during your practice, you can come back to this pose. Stay there as long as you like, as many times as you need to. Or even just lie on your back, focusing on your breath. Okay, the poses are not the goal of this practice. Just connecting the breath to the body. Finding an inhale. And as you exhale, come onto your hands and knees. Come to tabletop position. Knees are hip width, hands are shoulder width. Those fingers spread wide and the weight is evenly distributed throughout your hands. It's not just balled up in your wrist. Let's thread the needle. Take your right hand, reach it into the sky, opening up your chest. Fingers spread wide. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to bring that right arm under your left arm, coming down onto that right shoulder. Looking towards the sky or towards that left shoulder as we twist. If this is good for you, you can stay here. If you want to take it a bit further, you can take a half bind by reaching the left hand into the sky, and then bring it behind the lower back, reaching for any part of your right hip. Opening up that left shoulder, take an inhale. And as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. If you took that half bind, reaching the left hand to the sky, and then plant it down onto the mat, coming back to center tabletop position, hands and knees. Shake it out a little bit, swaying your hips from side to side, creating an S with your spine, moving your head, moving your neck, just finding a natural and organic movement in your body. And meeting in a neutral spine, let's switch sides. Reach your left hand into the sky, open up your chest. Now on your exhale, thread the needle, bring it under that right arm, coming down onto the left shoulder. Whatever you did on the other side, you want to do on this side. We come to yoga for balance. So if you take that half bind, you can go ahead and do that by reaching the right hand into the sky and bringing it behind the lower back. Wherever you're at, take an inhale. And as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. Reaching that right hand to the sky, plant it down onto the mat, tabletop position, hands and knees. Let's make circles with the hips. Big circles, little circles, it doesn't matter. Just moving the energy around in the spine. And switching directions. Meeting in that neutral spine. You're going to tuck the toes under, but leave them on the mat. Lift your knees 2 to 3 inches off the mat. So you're going to hover the knees. Belly is tight. Belly button towards the spine, shoulder blades towards the sky. Slight rounding of the upper back here. You're here for 7, 6. Stay with your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten your legs, hips up, downward facing dog. Making that triangle shape with your body. Your feet are hip width, hands are shoulder width. Maybe the heels are on the mat. It's okay if they're still lifted. Let's walk your dog. Bend your right knee. Press your left heel towards the mat. Feeling this in the back of your leg, your calf. And just switching sides at your own pace, your own breath. Paddling your feet out. And straightening both legs. Inhale, rise onto your toes. Exhale, heels fall towards the mat. Pressing your heart towards your upper thighs here. Take an inhale, rise onto your toes. Exhale, heels to the mat. One more time, up on your toes. Shift your weight forward, come to a high plank position, high push-up. Adjust your hands and feet if you need to. There's a straight line with your body. If this is too much, you can drop down onto your knees, okay? That's your modification here. You're looking about 2 to 3 inches in front of your fingers. Protect the neck. Stay here for 5. Breathe 4, for 3, 2. Bending the elbows, keep them close to your body. Come to low plank. Straighten your arms, come back up, high plank. Hips up, downward facing dog. Good. So downward dog is also a resting pose. Anytime you want to meet us here, you can also meet us here. Inhale, rise up onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs, walk your feet to your hands. Stay down in this forward fold, walk your feet hip width apart, maybe wider, whatever's good for you. Taking your hands, grab opposite elbows, and start to sway only the upper body from left to right, right to left. Feeling that release in your lower back. And just letting the head hang heavy, neck is relaxed. And coming back to center, shaking your head yes. And shaking your head no. And coming back to center, allowing your hands to come down towards the mat. Toe heel your feet closer together. Leaving your fingers on the mat. It's okay if they come up to your shins. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, straight arms. Looking forward. Exhale, fold hands towards the mat, forehead towards your knees. It's okay if those knees are bent slightly. We're going to bend the knees, roll all the way up, arms reach up. Exhale, looking up in high prayer. Taking your right hand, grab onto your left wrist. Try to keep the elbows straight, feet together. We're going to reach up, lean over towards the right. Looking up under that left arm and pressing your left foot firmly into the mat. Try to bring those arms behind the ears. And coming back to center, switching sides, left hand grabs onto your right wrist, reach up, lean over towards the left. Looking where? Under your right arm. Maybe closing the eyes down. And come back to center. Bringing your hands through your heart center, you're going to fold forward, hands go towards the mat, forehead towards your knees. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back, straight arms. Exhale, fold, hands towards the mat, forehead towards your knees. Stepping back, high plank position, high push-up. Remember, you can come to your knees if you need to. Stay here and breathe. Pushing forward with your toes, bend your elbows, keep them close, come to low plank. Tuck the toes under so the shoelace part is down. Sink your hips, lift up your chest for up dog. Stay here and breathe. Maybe those two big toes are touching, maybe not, that's okay. Maybe you're pressing those heels closer together. Shoulders are relaxed. Looking forward, not up. On your next exhale, curl the toes, hips up, downward facing dog. Good. Stay here for inhale. Stay here, exhale. Another inhale. Slowly exhale. Inhale, rise onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, roll all the way up, arms reach up. Maybe take a slight back bend at the top. Exhale, take chair pose. Sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Arms are up next to your ears, fingers spread wide. If this is too much, you can bring your hands to heart center, your choice. Wherever you're at, just let those shoulders melt. It's gonna be easier if your feet are hip width apart. If you want more of a challenge, bring those feet closer together. Look down, see if you can see your toes. If you can't, try to sit the tailbone back closer towards the earth. Stay here and breathe. Stay here for 5, 4, maybe sit a little lower. 3, 2, straighten the legs, arms up, lean back at the top. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back, high plank. Push forward, come into low plank. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift up your chest for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips are up. Stay here for inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, take chair pose. Sit back in your chair. Stay here or lift your toes off the mat. Spread your toes wide, yogi toes. If you want more of a challenge, place those toes back on the mat. Lift your heels off the mat. Legs might start to shake, that's okay, let them shake. You're here for 5, 4, maybe sit lower, 3, lifting those heels higher, 2, feet to the floor, straighten the legs, arms up, lean back. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step, maybe jump back, low plank. You never jump back to high plank, you always want to jump back to low. Inhale, lifting up your chest for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips are up. So never jumping back to high plank, that's gonna hurt your shoulders. Jump back to low. Stay here for inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, take chair pose. Sit back. Good, stay here, lift your heels off the mat. Stay with your breath, belly is tight. Stay here for 7, 6, maybe sit lower, 5. Lifting your heels higher, 4, for 3, you got it, 2. Feet to the floor, straighten the legs, arms up, lean back. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back, high to low plank. Inhale, lifting up your chest, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips are up. 2 big toes are touching, right leg goes in the air. You want to keep your hips squared, so the right hip same height as the left hip. Toes are flexed, they're going towards the earth or towards your nose. Knee to chest, forehead to knee. Step the right foot through to your hands, rotate the back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Upper body comes up, arms up, warrior 1. Good, so that front knee is bent, going towards your pinky toe, not the big toe. Back leg, straight, weights going on the outer edge of that back foot. Both hip bones are facing forward, okay? Square your hips. Eagle arms, right side. Bring your right arm under your left arm. Try to interlace those hands. If not, you can grab opposite shoulders or just hands at heart center. Take an inhale, lean slightly back, elbows towards the sky. Slight back bend. Now on your exhale, lean halfway over that right thigh. Maybe drop those arms a little closer towards the mat, bringing your right shoulder on the inside of your right knee. Looking back towards those left toes, relax the neck. If you can bring those forearms all the way down, do it. If not, that's okay. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, use your core. Upper body comes up, arms up, warrior 1. Keeping the elbows straight, lean slightly back. And as you exhale, fold forward, plant your hands. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, lifting up your chest, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips are up. Left side, left leg goes up. Hips are squared, same height. Toes are flexed. Knee to chest, forehead to knee. Step the foot through to your hands. Rotate the back heel down. Arms up, warrior 1. So same pose, different side. It may feel a little different, that's okay. Check the front knee going towards the pinky toe, back leg is straight. Eagle arms left side, left arm goes under the right arm. We're gonna lean slightly back, elbows towards the sky, slight back bend. And as you exhale, fold forward, arms go down. Maybe that shoulder's on the inside of your left knee, looking back towards your right toes. Stay here and breathe. Use your core, upper body comes up, arms up, warrior 1. Lean slightly back and fold forward, plant your hands. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, lifting up your chest, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Bringing your hands to heart center. You can stay here or we're twisting. Left elbow goes towards the outside of your right knee. If you're a child, you want to twist with your upper body, not your lower body. Okay, hands are at heart center. Try to keep those knees even with each other. We have a tendency to let that left knee slip in front of the right. Tailbones below the heart, hearts below the head. Stay here for inhale. And as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. And coming back to center, switch sides. Right elbow goes towards the outside of that left knee. Again, try to keep those knees even. Stay here for inhale. And as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. And coming back to center, straighten the legs, arms up, lean back at the top, press the hips forward. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step, maybe jump back, high to low plank. Inhale, lifting up your chest, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, if you need to take a break, you can take a break whenever you need to, okay? Take child's pose. 2 big toes are touching, right leg goes up. Hips are squared, toes flexed. Step the right foot through to your hands, rotate the back heel down. Arms up, warrior 1. Leaning slightly back and fold forward, plant your hands. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, lifting up your chest, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg goes up. Step the left foot through to your hands. Rotate the back heel down, arms up, warrior 1. Lean slightly back and fold forward, plant your hands. Stepping back, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Hands at heart center. We're twisting. Left elbow goes towards the outside of that right knee. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, maybe open up the arms wide. Hands come to heart center. You come back to center. Switching sides, right elbow goes towards the outside of that left knee. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, maybe open up the arms wide. Hands come to heart center. You come to center. Straighten the legs, arms up, lean back, and fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back, high to low plank. Inhale, lifting up your chest, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg is up. Take the right leg higher. Bend the knee, open up your hip. So that right knee is going towards the sky. Your right hip is on top of your left hip. Looking under that left arm, see if you see any part of your right toes that are flexed to protect your knee. Try not to dump all your weight in that left hand either. You want your weight evenly dispersed in your hands. Knee to chest, forehead to knee. Step the right foot through to your hands. Rotate the back heel down. Upper body opens up, warrior two. So straight line from those right fingers to the left fingers. Chest is opened up towards the left side. Looking over at those right fingers, your shoulders are relaxed. Front knee still going towards that pinky toe, not the big toe. Weight on the outer edge of the back foot. Keeping your core engaged. So pull your belly button in, tuck your tailbone under. Rotating the palms up, reverse warrior. Right hand goes up, left hand slides down that back leg. You can also take a half bind by bringing that left hand behind the lower back, reaching for any part of your right hip. Making sure to keep the bend in the front knee. Come back, warrior two, side angle. Right forearm goes on top of your right knee, left hand goes up, you're looking up. If you want to take this a bit further, you can drop that right hand down, inside or outside of that right foot or on top of your yoga block. Stay here, just move that left arm over the left ear, fingers towards the front. Opening up that left side body towards the sky. Your thumb is facing up. Great place to stay, or maybe make those hands come shoulder width apart. Your choice. Belly is so tight. Maybe closing the eyes down. You're here for 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2. Hips are not going to move. Left arm goes up, upper body up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, right hand up. Cartwheel the hands to either side of your foot, step back, high plank. Stay here or lift your right toes off the mat. Your choice. Keeping those right toes lifted, bend the elbows, low plank. Tuck the toes under, both feet are down. Inhale, lift up your chest, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg is up. Take it higher, bend the knee, open up your hip, looking where under that right arm for those flexed toes. Stepping that left foot through to your hands, rotate the back heel down, upper body opens up, warrior two. Looking over at those left fingers. Checking in with yourself. Rotate the palms up, reverse warrior, left hand goes up, right hand slides down or takes a half bind. Coming back, warrior two, side angle. Left forearm to that left knee, right hand is up. Stay here, dropping that left hand down to the mat, inside or outside of your left foot, or on top of your block. Maybe moving that right arm over the right ear, fingers facing towards the front. Thumb is facing up like we're shaking hands. Stay here, make those hands come shoulder width apart. Looking under that right arm, maybe close the eyes. Breathe, breathe. Hips stay low, upper body up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands to either side of your foot, step back, high plank. Stay here or lift your left toes off the mat. Keeping them flexed, bending the elbows, low plank. Inhale, lifting up your chest, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for inhale. And exhale. Another inhale. Slowly exhale. Inhale, rise onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, roll all the way up, arms reach up. Maybe lean back at the top. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step, maybe jump back, high to low plank. Inhale, lifting up your chest, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg goes in the air. Take it higher, bend the knee, open up your hip. Knee to chest, forehead to knee. Hold this. This is one. Exhale, leg is up, three-legged dog. Knee comes to that right elbow. See if you can tap it. Elbows are bent like low plank. Right leg is up, three-legged dog. Knee comes to that left elbow. Hold this. Hold it. Right leg is up. Step the right foot through to your hands. Keep the back heel lifted this time. Maybe widen your stance. Think of a train track, okay? The wider your stance is gonna help your balance. Coming up onto your fingers, suck your belly in. Upper body comes up, arms up, crescent lunge. Good, back heel is lifted high. If this is too much, drop down on the back knee, okay? That's your modification. Fingers spread wide, reach up, lean back, open up the arms, bending the elbows. Elbows towards the ribs. Looking up towards the sky, opening up your throat, opening up your heart. If you need to release some heat, open up your mouth, let it out. And bring both arms up. Hands come to heart center. Lean halfway over your right thigh. Belly is tight. Stay here or we're twisting. Left elbow goes towards the outside of your right knee. Staying in a twist, take an inhale. And as you exhale, maybe open up the arms wide. Or you can drop down to the knee if you need to. Hands come to heart center. You come to center, arms up. Rotate the back heel down, open up warrior two. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands to either side of your foot, step back, high plank. Stay here, lift those right toes off the mat. Coming into low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg is up. Take it higher, bend the knee, open up your hip. Knee to chest, forehead to knee, hold it. Leg is up. Knee comes to that left elbow. See if you can tap it. Leg is up. Knee comes to your right elbow. Cross it across your chest. Hold it. Leg is up. Step the foot through to your hands. Keep the back heel lifted. Arms up, crescent lunge. Okay, really keep that back leg engaged here. Reach up, lean back, open up the arms, bending the elbows. Maybe sticking out the tongue. It looks a little silly. That's okay. Lion's breath. Good release. Bringing both arms up. Hands come to heart center. Lean halfway over your left thigh. Stay here. Or we're twisting. Right elbow goes towards the outside of your left knee. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, open up the arms wide. Hands at heart center. Come back to center, arms up. Rotate the back heel down, opening up warrior two. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands to either side of your foot, step back, high plank. Stay here, lift those left toes off the mat. Bending the elbows, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward, come to a high plank position, a high push-up. Two big toes are touching, two thumbs are touching. Heels are gonna fall to the right. Left hand goes up, side plank. You need to drop down on that left knee, that's your modification here. Just keep your hips lifted. That right hand is directly underneath your shoulders. Looking up at those left fingers. Stay here or lift your left leg in the air. Glutes are tight. Keeping those toes flexed is gonna help you. Great place to stay. Move that left arm over the left ear, fingers towards the front. It's a powerful pose, almost there. With control, left hand is up, and then plant it down onto the mat. Left foot is down, high plank position. Switching sides, two big toes are touching, two thumbs are touching, heels fall to the left, right hand is up, side plank on this side. So standing up sideways. Stay here or lifting that right leg in the air. Maybe moving that right arm over the right ear, fingers towards the front. Control, right hand is down, right foot down, high plank position. Hands are shoulder width, feet are hip width. I'm gonna count you down to low plank, come down slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten your arms, come back up, high plank. Hands are shoulder width, feet are hip width. I'm counting you down for 7. Slowly come down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back up, high plank. Almost there, last one. Slowly come down for 9, 8. Take your time, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lie all the way down on your belly. Arms down at your side, ear to the mat. Rest. heart. Switch ears. And just bringing your chin to the center. Place both hands on the mat under your shoulders. Push back to child's pose. Bring your knees wide. Very first pose we took. Sitting back towards the heels. And then curling the toes, straighten the legs, hips up, downward facing dog. Walking your feet to your hands. And stay down in this forward fold. Walk your feet hip width apart, maybe wider, whatever's comfortable for you. Take your peace fingers, grab onto your big toes, hold onto them tight. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back, straight arms. Exhale, fold, bend your elbows, pull your forehead towards your knees. Maybe through your legs, just bending your knees as much as you need to. Feeling this in the back of your legs, those hamstrings. Tight hamstrings, lower back pain. And then releasing those fingers, toe heel your feet to the outer edges of the mat. So just the heels are left on the mat. Toes are pointed outward at 9, 3 o'clock. Hands come to heart center. We're going to squat down, yogi squat. Drop your glutes down towards the mat. Chest is lifted. Elbows are on the insides of your knees, pressing outward as resistance. If this isn't accessible to you, you can use your block to sit on too. If crow is in your practice, you can take that now. You can place both hands on the mat in front of you. You can use your block to do this too. You can rest those toes on your block behind you, bringing your knees all the way in towards your armpits, onto your triceps, squeezing, and then just tilting forward, maybe lifting the toes up one at a time. Looking forward, that's where you're going. Maybe bringing the toes together. Play with this. If you're in crow, we're not going to jump out of this. We're going to meet in yogi squat. Just about 10 more seconds. And then placing both hands on the mat, straighten your legs, hips up. Toe, heel the feet closer together. Bending the knees, you're going to slowly start to roll up. One vertebrae stacked on top of the other. Shoulders, neck, head should be the last to come up. And once you're up, just rolling your shoulders up and back a few times. Standing up nice and tall. Rolling your shoulders forward. And coming back to center. Coming into eagle pose, bring both arms up in the air. And then bringing your right arm under your left arm. Interlacing the hands. If this is too much, it hurts, grab opposite shoulders, or just bring your hands at heart center, okay? Pain is not okay. So right arm under the left arm, right leg is gonna go on top of your left knee. Those toes can hang out on the mat like a kickstand. You're just gonna bend both knees, sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Toes can stay on the mat, or you can lift them up, or even wrap them around the calf of your standing leg, your choice. If you wanted to take this up a notch, you can even stand on top of your block if you have one. Belly is tight. Arms are lifted off your chest. They're parallel with the earth. Find something to focus on. And release. Foot to the floor, arms up. Maybe wiggle the fingers a little bit. Shake it out. Switching sides. Eagle pose, left side, left arm under the right. Left leg goes on top of the right knee. Bending the knees. Sit back in that chair. Pulling the belly in. If you feel like you're about to wobble out of this, try taking a deep breath. The breath is going to keep you there. Just a little bit longer. And release. Foot to the forearms up. Maybe wiggle the fingers. You're going to do it again. Eagle pose, right side. Right arm under the left. Right leg goes on top of that left knee. Bend the knee. Sit back. Great place to stay, or maybe bring those elbows towards your knees. Take your time, upper body comes up. Elbows to the knees, this is 2. Upper body comes up. Elbows to the knees, last time. Upper body comes up. And release. Foot to the forearms up. Switching sides. Eagle pose, left side, left arm under the right. Left leg goes on top of that right knee. Bend the knee, sit back. When you're ready, maybe start to bring those elbows towards your knees. This is 1. Upper body comes up, using your breath. Elbows to the knees, 2. Breathe. Upper body comes up. Elbows to the knees, last time. Upper body comes up. And release. Foot to the forearms up. Maybe wiggle it out. Tree pose, hands at heart center. Pressing your thumb against your chest, elbows to either sides of the room. Feel free to grab onto the wall, whatever you need to help you here. You're gonna bring your right foot to the inside of your calf, inside of your thigh, or half lotus. The toes can hang out on the mat like a kickstand. You don't wanna press on your knees, so either above or below your knee. That right knee is going towards the right side of your room. Belly is tight. Pull the belly button in towards the spine, tuck the tailbone under. Take the curve out of your lower back. Go ahead and release. Shake it out. Switch sides, tree pose, left side. Engaging the core. Relaxing the shoulders. So every day is different. Each side of our body is different. We really start to notice it in the balance poses. You know, if I have a lot going on in my life, going on in my mind, I'm not focused, I'm not present, my balance is completely off. I'm all over the place. And your mat is a reflection of what's going on in your life and in your mind, in your body. And release, shake it out. We're gonna do it again, tree pose, right side, bring that right foot in, hands at heart center. Interlace the fingers, press your palms towards the sky. Maybe walk your gaze up towards the sky. Hands at heart center, gaze is forward. Bring your right knee in front of you. Great place to stay or kick that right leg towards the back of the room, balance pose or airplane pose. Hands can come out to the side like a T or behind you like an airplane, those palms facing down. Hips are square, that right hip is going down towards the mat. Toes are flexed. Good. Hands at heart center. Left hand's gonna come down towards the mat about 6 inches in front of your left toes or on top of your yoga block. Right hand goes up, open up that right hip, half moon. Keeping those right toes flexed. Looking down is gonna be a bit easier. If you want more of a challenge, start to look up. Maybe start to hover those left fingers off the mat or off your block. If you don't have a block, you can use a water bottle here. With control, right hand is down, square your hips. Bring the right knee behind the left knee. Both knees are bent. Bringing your hands to your waist. Only lifting up halfway, belly is so tight. Stay here and breathe for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release, shake it out. Okay, last time. Tree pose, left side, hands at heart center. Bring that left foot in. When you're ready, interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms towards the sky. Maybe looking up towards the sky. Hands at heart center, gaze is forward. Bring your left knee in front. And then kicking that left leg towards the back of the room, airplane pose. Bringing your hands to heart center, take your time, dropping those right fingers down towards the mat or on top of your block. The left hand goes up, opening up that left hip, half moon on this side. Maybe start to hover those right fingers, using your core strength here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. With control, left hand is down, square your hips, keep that left leg lifted, left knee behind the right knee, both knees are bent, hands come to heart center, belly is so tight, stay here for 7, 6, almost there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go ahead and release, shake it out. Okay, stepping to the top of your mat if you're not there already, take an inhale, reach both arms up, maybe lean back at the top, exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Stepping back, high plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg is up. Step the right foot through to your hands. Rotate the back heel down. Upper body opens up, warrior 2. This time you're going to straighten through that front right leg. Straight but not locked. And just hinge forward at the waist, pressing that left hip towards the back. And bringing your right hand down towards that right calf, ankle, or on top of your block. Left hand is up. Maybe move that left arm over the left ear, fingers towards the front. Making sure those left ribs are going towards the sky. With control, left hand is up, upper body comes up. Let's bring those right toes to face the same direction as the left toes. So both toes are facing 12 o'clock. Maybe widen your stance by 3 to 4 inches. Hands come behind the back, interlace the fingers, palms pressed together. Take an inhale, lean back, roll your shoulders back, open up your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Arms go up, head goes down. Just moving those arms away from your body, opening up your shoulders here. Again, try to keep those fingers interlaced with one another, pressing the palms together. And just allowing those hands to come down to the mat in front of you. Take your hands, face in the opposite direction of your feet. And just walk your hands through your legs, pulling your upper body through your legs. When you think you can't go any further, maybe place those palms flat and bend your elbows a little bit. It's going to take you just a little bit deeper. Walk the hands back to center. Toe heel those feet about 3 to 4 inches closer together. Allowing your hands to come up to your waist. Only lift up halfway. And then slowly roll all the way up. Good. Moving those right toes to face the front of your mat. You're also going to bring those left toes to face the front of your mat. Maybe bump it up a couple inches. Take your left hand, reach it into the sky. And then bring that left hand down to the inside of your right foot or on top of your yoga block. Right hand goes up, reverse triangle. Really try to square the hips here, pressing that right hip back, left hip forward. And then bringing that right hand down to the outside of your right foot or on top of your yoga block. Take an inhale, find length in your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bringing that nose, forehead towards the knee for pyramid. And then just planting those hands onto the mat. You're going to step back to a high plank position, high push-up. Low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg goes up. Step your left foot through to your hands. Rotate the back heel down. Upper body opens up, warrior 2. And straightening through that front left leg, straight but not locked. Hinge forward at the waist and bring that left hand down to the left shin, foot, or ankle. Right hand is up. Triangle pose. Maybe moving that right arm over the right ear, fingers towards the front. And with control, right hand is up, upper body comes up. Moving those left toes to face the same direction as the right toes. Maybe widen your stance by 3 to 4 inches. Hands come behind the back, interlace the fingers, palms together. Take an inhale, lean back, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward, arms go up, head goes down. Just letting the head hang heavy. And then bringing those hands down to the mat in front of you. Left hand's going to stay here. Right hand goes up as you look up and twist. Great place to stay, or take that left hand, grab the outside of your right ankle or calf. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. Maybe taking a half bind with that right hand by bringing it behind the lower back. If you took the bind, right hand goes up, both hands come back to center, shake it out a little bit. Switching sides, right hand stays here, left hand goes up as you look up and twist. If this is good for you, stay here, or bring that right hand to the outside of your left ankle or calf, looking up. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. Maybe taking that half bind on this side. With control, left hand is up, planting both hands down to the mat in front of you, shake it out a little bit. Toe heel those feet a little closer together, allowing your hands to come to your waist, only lifting up halfway, and then slowly roll all the way up. Good. Bringing those left toes to face the front of your mat, also bringing the right toes to face the front of your mat. Maybe bump that right foot up a couple inches closer towards the left foot. Right hand goes up, and then bring that right hand down to the inside of your left foot or on top of your yoga block. Left hand goes up, reverse triangle. Really try to square the hips here. And then bringing that left hand down to the outside of your left foot. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, bringing that nose, forehead towards the knee. And then releasing, planting both hands onto the mat, stepping back, high plank position. Hips up, downward facing dog. Right leg goes in the air. Take it higher, bend the knee, open up your hip. Step that right foot to the outside of your left wrist, coming into half pigeon. So if this hurts, do not go into it. Go onto your back. I'll tell you a modification. So if this hurts, go onto your back. You're going to bend both knees, crossing your right foot over your left knee. So only the foot over the knee. Think of like a pound sign, a number sign. Then you can take your hands. Right hand goes through your legs. You can interlace your fingers, grab the back of the calf, grab the back of the thigh, or the front of your shin. Okay, try to keep the head, neck, shoulders relaxed on the mat, feet are flexed. And just slowly start to hug that knee, the thigh closer towards your chest, breathing into the hips. So this is your modification. If you wanted to do this half pigeon, you would cross that right leg out in front of you like an L or a triangle, back leg is straight. You want to turn around and check it. You're going to sit up, set the pose, pressing the hips down. And then when you're ready, just walk your hands out in front of you. Maybe your forehead, forearms come down, maybe not. You can use a block to rest your forehead on, or put a block under your right glute to hold you up. Try to square the hips here. The arms are out in front of you in half pigeon. Maybe flip those palms up. I'm doing a scan of your body, seeing if you're holding on to anything. You can send your breath to release it. Just about 10 more seconds here. And just slowly start to come onto your hands. You're going to meet in down dog. So just if you're in that half pigeon pose, you're going to curl those left toes under and kick your right leg back into a three-legged dog. And just bend the knee, make some circles with it, stretching out your hip. And allowing those right toes to come down to the mat to meet the left. Left leg is going to go up in the air, taking it higher, bending the knee, opening up your hip, and then stepping that left foot to the outside of your right wrist, coming into half pigeon on this side. If you're on your back in this modification, you're going to cross that left ankle over your right knee, like that number sign, and just reach the left hand through your legs, interlacing the fingers on the back of that right thigh or the front of the shin. If you're in half pigeon, sit up nice and tall, take an inhale, and as you exhale, just walking the hands out. pigeon. Slowly start to come onto your hands. You're going to curl those right toes under, kick the left leg back into a three-legged dog, and just bend the knees, make some circles with it, stretch out your hips. And then just allowing those left toes to come down to the mat to meet the right, walking your feet to your hands. We're going to sit down onto the top of your mat. Legs are stretched out in front of you, those toes pointing up. Pull your glutes out from under you. You want to sit on those sit bones. Take an inhale, reach both your arms up, find length in your spine. Exhale, fold forward, reaching for your toes. Try to lean with your heart towards your toes, bending your knees as much as you need to. If you have a yoga strap, you can use that here, wrapping around your feet, just pulling yourself deeper into this. And release. Hands out, heart center. Take your time, use your core, slowly lie down onto your back. Once you're down, just do a full body stretch. Point your fingers overhead, point your toes. Hug both knees in towards your chest, squeeze tight. Maybe rock from left to right, right to left, massaging your lower back. And coming back to center, bring both legs in the air. You can stay here lying on your back, or we're going to go into our inversions of your choice, whatever you want to do. You can do a shoulder stand, headstand, handstand. You can come against a wall and do legs up the wall. If you're doing your shoulder stand, you can take your hands at your lower back. Use your core, use your glutes, point your toes towards the sky. We're here for about 30 more seconds. If you're in your shoulder stand, maybe dropping the toes overhead, coming into plow. Don't force it. We don't ever want to force anything to happen. Those hands can stay at your lower back, or maybe interlace those fingers, palms pressed together, and just roll your shoulders underneath your body a little bit. If you're in plow, maybe dropping those knees to either sides of your ears. Maybe not. If you're in headstand or handstand, go ahead and meet in child's pose. Wherever you're at, you're going to slowly release. Hugging your knees into your chest, squeezing tight, rocking from left to right, right to left. And coming back to center, keeping the knees bent, eagle legs right side. Cross your right leg over your left knee. Maybe those toes wrap around the calf, maybe not, that's okay. We're going to come into eagle arms, right side. Right arm under the left arm. Interlace those hands, or grab opposite shoulders, your choice, okay? Those knees are lifted. Lift your chest, lift your shoulders up off the mat, bringing your elbows towards your knees. We're going to crunch the belly, okay? So elbows to knees, crunch for 10. Release 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it at the top, hold it, hold it. So micro pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Release. Lower body's gonna fall to the left. Arms are out to the side like a T, looking over at those right fingers, pressing your right shoulder into the mat. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. Coming back to center, switching sides, eagle legs left side, left leg over the right knee, left arm under the right arm. Okay, bringing those elbows towards the knees, lift the upper body, pulsing up and down for 10. Really find length in the abdomen for 9, 8, 7, breathe 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top, hold it, hold it. Micro pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, hold it. Releasing, legs stay in eagle, lower body falls to the right, arms are out to the side like a T, looking over at those left fingers, pressing your left shoulder into the mat, take an inhale. And as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. And then coming back to center, bring those feet to the outer edge of the mat, knees are still bent. Arms can be out at the side like a T, but bring those knees together and just move your legs from left to right, right to left like windshield wipers. Maybe pausing on one side before moving to the other. The wider your feet, the lower you drop your legs, the deeper you're going to feel this. And just coming back to center, bring your feet hip width apart. Arms are down at your side, maybe the fingers touch the heels, maybe not. We're going to do some back bends here. Stay here for inhale. And as you exhale, lift your hips up. Bridge or wheel if you want to do wheel. If you're in your bridge, you can also use your block under your lower back for a more restorative pose. Okay. Arms are down at your side. Maybe you interlace the fingers. Palms pressed together. Just roll your shoulders underneath your body a little bit. Just feeling the front part of your body opening. Wherever you're at, lifting onto your toes, chin to the center of your chest. Slowly release. If you're in your restorative pose, you can stay there. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lift your hips up, bridge or wheel. Wherever you're at, lifting onto your toes, chin to the center of your chest, slowly releasing. We have 3 more. Last one, stay for inhale. 3 more. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, hips up, bridge or wheel. Lifting onto your toes, chin to the center of your chest, slowly releasing. Stay here for inhale. And as you exhale, hips up, bridge or wheel. Lifting onto the toes, chin to the center of the chest, slowly release. Last one, stay for inhale. And as you exhale, hips up, bridge or wheel. Great place to stay, or maybe lift that right leg in the air. Try to keep the knees even with one another. Right foot comes down, left leg lifts in the air. Left foot comes down. Everyone, chin to the center of your chest, up on the toes, slowly release. But stretching your legs out into a comfortable position about the width of your yoga mat. Arms down at your side, palms facing up. Coming into our final and most important pose of our practice, relaxation pose. Now do a scan of your body, see if you need to make any adjustments, you need to get the wiggles out. I want you to find a place of stillness. Your body tells you you need to move, you need to scratch, you need to cough. It's an illusion. Being uncomfortable, being still can be uncomfortable. Okay? So if your mind starts to wander off, bring your attention back to your breath. Legs fall open, pinky toes closer towards the earth. Relaxing the space in between your eyebrows, your eyelids. Maybe the eyes roll back a little deeper. Mouth is slightly open, letting the lips relax. Touching the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and letting it fall back. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your shoulders. Maybe finding that sensation of floating on your mat. Just being. You are a human being, not a human doing. And taking the next few moments, allowing your body this time to heal. Again, if your mind starts to wander off, it's okay, it's natural. We call it the monkey mind. Once you realize your mind has wandered off, bring your attention back to your breath. Tell yourself, take an inhale, slowly exhale. You can stay here for a few moments longer, or slowly start to rock your head from left to right, right to left, massaging the back of your head. Moving your fingers and your toes around. Moving the hands and the feet. And hugging both knees in towards your chest. Keeping them bent, rolling onto the right or left side for just a moment. If you're a child, you want to roll onto your left side. You can use your hands under your head like pillows. When you're ready, just bringing your chest a little closer towards the earth, use your top hand to push yourself up into a comfortable seated position of your choice. Eyes are going to remain closed. Hands come to heart center, thumbs rested along your chest. And bringing your chin towards the center of your chest. Thank you for allowing us to guide you on this practice. Have a great rest of your day, be safe. And in yoga, we end our practice with saying, the good in me honors and sees the good that resides in you, with the Sanskrit word, namaste.